Welcome.
Why is it? Oh my God. I was gonna talk about. Wait, what's that on
Welcome.
there's so much. Wait a second. What's that on the left? Before we even acknowledge Piss Park, is that
My tent. This is where I live.
you, you own the entirety
I'm like
of
Mr.
Piss
B.
Park?
I'm like Mr. Beast. I don't spend on lavish things except Teslas, apparently. 'Cause he just-
Yeah, and the entire fucking Piss
Welcome
Park.
to my humble abode.
Holy
welcome.
shit, bro.
So basically, this is my big water park. I'm on day 73 of playing this game instead of uploading videos. The whole premise of this video is just to like show you how I metagame even the stupidest of fucking games like fucking water park simulator. So if you're not familiar with this game, you're going to be basically. So
You know, you could have been so powerful if you decided to spend your energy on something other than making like a piss park. Like,
what do you mean? I am powerful.
Like-
Look at this. I run the biggest local business in whatever this town is called. Probably Chicago. This looks like fucking Chicago. It's fucking...
you could have like a girlfriend, you could be an Oscar winner.
Listen,
You could have like made a movie by now. You could have been like rich, but like this is what you're
I
doing.
regret nothing. So in this park, I have 8 unpaid. Well, they are paid actually. They don't get paid. I haven't given them a raise because why the fuck would they deserve that? But I got a bunch of janitors. I got a lifeguard. I got a maintenance man. I got a cashier. And you may be wondering, like, why don't you have any vendors? Why don't you have any what else? What other fucking employee? I don't even know, to be honest.
Security
Yeah, why don't you? There is no security in this game because that's how this.
in America?
Not in this game.
Good.
Why don't you have any restrikers? Oh, like. Well, actually, because it's suboptimal to eat food in this game.
There isn't no restaurant, no vending machine,
no vending machine. They want. So basically, this front area is what I like to call, like I don't know what you call it, like the prison. Basically, this is where I catch people. It's like you know those people where they're like undercover cops who are like, yo, just give me a little something, man, you know, and in there,
Yeah.
when they're going to a dealer. That's basically what I'm doing right here. Is all the graffiti artists will only lock on to this wall, and bathrooms. So anybody who's trying to graffiti in my park, I have a gun. Well, apparently, you know, in America, tasers are considered lethal weapons, you know? So, I mean, you gotta... So, I mean, I'm using deadly force against these guys. And I'm also able to use deadly force against people who come in drunk. I'm able to use deadly force against pedophiles, which is valid, by the way. I feel like that you...
I mean, yeah, that's...
I'm able to use deadly
Wait,
force.
so this game has pedophiles, but it doesn't have security?
Yes, I can also use deadly...
That's a weird choice.
Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I can also use deadly force against anybody who is... Even people who are underage, I can shoot them if they don't buy their ticket, even though if they don't...
Wow, you're really going for your
yeah,
police mindset, huh?
It's awesome here. And this is like the preventative wall that I like to keep, just to keep people from shitting in my pools, because anybody who shits in my pools dies. Basically, the reason why I don't have any like food in my park is because it's suboptimal. And you may be asking, why is it suboptimal? Well, that's a great question. Basically, why the fuck am I stuck in this fucking slide? Oh my god, I guess I'm moving on. Alright, basically, food requires employees, and employees I do not have because the cleanliness of my park is of utmost priority. All right, I don't want people dying in a dirty park. That won't happen on my watch. You know, injuries doesn't matter, but people being in dirt, that's just too much for me. You know, too much for me. And
Yeah, naturally.
And if I want good, like, people can't think about it. Like, you're a Yelp reviewer. You're coming to my park. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, the food was bad, and leave a bad review on the park so I get less tips, because there is no food. in the first place. So what are they gonna say? It wasn't clean, bitch. I have 5 janitors. Like, how are you gonna say it's not clean? Like, what do you?
So basically, you're making it some other dude's problem.
Yes, basically. I'm gonna open the park, by the way. Like, I've basically gone for the park build that allows me to be AFK and just let my employees do whatever they want. I misspoke before. They can't do whatever they want. They have to do one specific task for the rest of their lives, and then they get to sleep in the tent with me because they don't have a home because they can't afford one. But not.
In spite of the fact that I'm looking at the top left and it says you have $120,000.
Oh yeah, that's just pocket change, you know. I got like 2 mil in investments here, you know. So what I've figured out is that there's actually like no good way to get money in this game. I'm gonna be real. The devs have made it so there's no optimal, like, well, I mean, there is an optimal way, as you can see. There is.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's just no way that doesn't come with its drawbacks. So there's many ways you can get money. You can get money by people sitting down. You know, you can charge people for every breath of oxygen that they take, you know. You can charge them every time they use the restroom and the shower, just like that person, $24, thank you. Honestly, I think that's pretty fucking reasonable in this economy, for being real here.
Yeah.
You know, get the charge.
Here's an idea, though. You've obviously made what is possibly the most extravagant park.
Yeah.
But have you made, like, the park that makes the most in a day? Like, is this like, could you theoretically make a park that makes more money in a day?
It is theoretical, but I maybe could. The issue is the amount of customers is limited for some reason in this game, which is something I really wish the devs would just change, because I really want to like have like 1,000 people in here. But you basically have, each customer has to have the perfect experience start to finish. They cannot be in a single area or space that isn't perfectly decorated. They have a perfect experience. They cannot slip one time, and each thing they do has to be like get the maximum amount of money. Which any heroes out there who could do it, I would love to see it. I want to see the world record for the most made in a day. But, you know, oh wait, hold up. The shock.
You get paid to taser people, damn.
Oh yeah, it's great.
You got $180 off that. You just stole his wallet.
I know, it's fucking awesome. I tell the cops, you know, he robbed me first, so I had to tase him. That's what I say.
And take his wallet.
Yeah. But anyways, what I was talking about, there's multiple ways to get money in this game, basically. And I found that slides are the most optimal way to get money. You obviously have to have benches and bathrooms and everything, you know. I mean, if it were really up to me, I'd have people just shit their pants, you know. That way the shit doesn't get on the floor. But you know, it's kind of out of my control, to be honest. Then I wouldn't have to waste money on useless bathrooms. But you know, it's just, you know, it's just part of the game, I guess. But basically, if I wanted to get money from vendors, or not from, if I wanted to use vendors to get money, I have to pay those vendors, and I have to also restock food, which requires me playing the video game, and that's not what I want to do. I want to sit back with a cigar in my mouth and just watch everything go down. So and also I could also get money from diving boards, and you see, people might be asking, like, why are there no diving boards? You know, like, there's no diving boards in your park, even lack of variety. Alright. Well, basically, the reason why there's no diving boards is because, you know what, I actually do want to keep, this is the only good thing in this park, is I want to keep people safe, you know. I believe that nobody should be fearful on a diving board, because I'd have to pay more lifeguards to kick those people
insurance.
off the... Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because I have to pay lifeguards to kick those people off the diving boards. And for some reason, my stupid lifeguard thinks that it's more important to push somebody off a diving board than to save somebody from drowning. Like honestly, it's like, I don't understand why that's like the way the AI works, but like for some reason that's the way it works, but I don't know. So since my lifeguards' minds are very simple. I prefer that they just do one job. This guy's... Yeah, you're fucking out of here. Trying to sneak in the bathroom past me, bitch. I prefer that they do one job, so that way they don't have to get caught up in their small little brains trying to figure out, oh, should I push this person
should
off
I
the
save the
board?
drowning kid or push someone off the diving board?
Exactly. Like me personally, I would let them both die, but that's a bad Yelp review. So I mean, we gotta keep the reviews up. But
that's one less potential customer coming back.
Exactly. Now, I did say that every single money source does kind of have a bit of a drawback, you could say. And slides are kind of no different, to be honest. Like, I still think they're the best money source. However, the slides are the buggiest fucking thing in the game. Like, you already saw me get stuck in a slide, like, in the beginning of this video.
Like 3 times.
Like, yeah, like 3 times I've been stuck in a slide. And the NPCs will just... Hold on, let me go find one right now. I have a feeling there's a... Oh, nobody's in that one. Hold up, let's go over here. Go... Oh, fuck me, god damn it. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's this over here? Oh, looky here. What do we have here? We got 3 people standing in the slide. It's like, they're just... like, this is the issue. They pay $80 like every time they go down, and then they decide that they just want to make it a one-time fee. They're trying to scam me. No, you gotta go all the way down, and you gotta pay me again. And then you leave a review saying that you're bored, even though you've been standing in a slide for literally 10 minutes straight for some reason. And that's the issue. Now, if the devs were to add an employee that would push people down the slide, or maybe send a malnourished gorilla down the slide, then maybe some people would go down the slide. But like, for some reason, people just don't want to go down the slide. And I get those people in there saying, oh, it's so boring. Oh, I had such a boring day. Well, when they're not going down the slide, so we got to deal with that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm hoping that the devs update the slides so there aren't as many bugs like that. I'm blaming the devs on this one, and also blaming just the small minds of the NPCs, but we'll see. Hopefully, what I'm hoping for is that, you know, the devs will make it so there's no person limit, and then I can have 1,000 people in my park, and they can all contract diseases just in my park, and I can make infinite money. However, that isn't the case right now, but, you know, it's a work in progress, you know. I'm sure somebody has a more optimal build than me, and maybe you could say that maybe because I have only slides that this park is boring. But let's be real here. Does this look boring to you? If you went here, would you be like, oh, this looks so boring. Oh, there's like nothing to do around here. I don't see anything I can do. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and wallow in my own misery.
It's like the kids who went to like the water park only to like sit down and be on their phones.
Yeah, it's literally those people are the people who go in the lazy river. Ew. What a lazy river. That sounds like to me, that sounds like boring reviews and people not spending money each time they go down the slide. We're talking about...
For some reason, I vaguely remember a story of someone shitting in a lazy river.
Yeah, well, people have shit in my pool, but I kill them before they can do it again. So I don't know. That's the predicament I'm in with Piss Park. But you know, Piss Park, it's a glowing establishment in this shitty city. Like, I'm gonna be real, the competition isn't very good. This guy is like, there's a reason why he's always standing here, because he never makes enough money. I steal all of his business. The only thing he has going for him is that he sells food, but to be honest, who needs food?
Wait.
You can go to Piss Park.
What's the lock in his shop?
The lock? Where?
On the right. On the right.
Here?
No, to the right. See that?
Oh. I have no idea. Maybe there's... Wait.
Does this mean there's a more optimal...
There's a more optimal thing. Oh my god. If I really wanted to be optimal here, and I wanted to limit shits in the pool, which happens like once a while, you know, I would probably like just spread all the bathrooms around, but there's literally no area where people can be like, oh, I don't know where the bathroom is. So I get it. I think that's
Yeah, but then the graffiti thing, right?
yeah. I would have to. Yeah, that is true. Of the graffiti. To be fair, I haven't seen anybody like graffiti on these 5-star toilets. I know if the old toilets people did, but it's like, I don't know. And I also haven't seen any complaints of graffiti, so maybe it's just like a.
Huh.
So maybe
There's a more optimal build, is what I'm getting.
it is possible. Yes. But anyways, if anybody has any ideas as to what to improve, without putting me in significant financial burden to make this park more optimal, please leave your answers in the comments below. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share for this video. I'm sorry if it's laggy. It's just you gotta.
There are a couple of slides which could potentially.
Wait, that's a
also,
record. That's a new record. That's 93%.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a new record. My old record was 91% satisfaction rate. Look at that. 12.
Also,
12,000
one more thing.
tips.
One
Holy
more
shit.
thing before we finish.
Yeah.
One more thing. How many hours do you have on this game?
Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, peace out.